whispers in the walls. The house at the end of Blackwood Lane had been empty for over 40 years. Locals whispered about its tragic past. A family of 5 had lived there, only to vanish without a trace one winter night. No bodies were ever found, but the bloodstains in the nursery told a story darker than anyone dared to speak aloud. When Daniel and Lisa Marshall moved into the house, they dismissed the rumors as small-town superstition. They had gotten the house for a bargain. After all, it's just an old house, Lisa had said with a laugh, though something about its towering silhouette unsettled her. The first few nights were peaceful. Then the whispers started. At first, they were faint, like the rustling of leaves outside the bedroom window. Daniel assumed it was the wind. Lisa thought it was the old pipes. But as the days passed, the whispers grew louder, more distinct. They seemed to come from inside the walls, soft, urgent voices that spoke in a language neither of them recognized. One night, Lisa woke to the sound of something scratching inside the walls. She nudged Daniel. "Do you hear that?" Daniel groaned and sat up, rubbing his eyes. The scratching stopped. "It's just mice," he mumbled. Lisa wasn't convinced. The next morning, she pressed her ear against the walls. Beneath the silence of the house, she heard a slow, deliberate breathing. That evening, as Daniel was fixing a leaky pipe in the basement, he discovered something unsettling: a small wooden door, hidden behind a shelf. He called for Lisa, and together, they pried it open. A narrow passage stretched into darkness, lined with old brick and crumbling mortar. The air inside smelled of rot and damp earth. "Maybe it leads to an old cellar," Lisa suggested, though her voice wavered. Daniel fetched a flashlight and stepped inside. The passage was narrow, forcing him to crouch as he moved forward. Lisa followed closely, her breath shallow. Then they saw it. At the end of the passage was a tiny room, no larger than a closet. In the center stood a child's crib, its wood warped with age. Inside the crib lay a bundle of blankets, blackened with time. Lisa hesitated before reaching down and peeling back the fabric. A single, brittle skull stared up at her. Follow for part 2.